baby powder. Love, peace, and soul, everybody who's catching this on the playback. What's going on? Welcome, it's Empress Phoenix Fire. And I'm here to give y'all what you have requested. It was neck and neck, basically, almost a tie. Last I checked, it was a tie between when I had put in a poll about what you would like to see more on the channel, and it came out pick a card readings and the zodiac reads came out neck and neck. So we are going to definitely do a pick a card reading. I feel like in regards to how Virgo season is going to be mapping out, we want to be a little bit prepared for what's coming forward. I do have a quick channeling before we pull the cards. So, okay, I was getting a couple of things, right? So, the last reading I did last night, um, I was saying how you have to have the same tenacity and energy as any antagonistic energy, right? Any so called opposing forces. And it came to mind because I'm a big nerd, right? For the Lord of the Rings. And yeah, I watched, I think, all of them. Yeah, I watched all of the Lord of the Rings. And I had seen a brother that he had on tattered clothes. You know, he was conducting his business, he had tattered clothes, but his air about him was different. He didn't seem like he was like a lost soul or a transient being. And it was like his clothes were black, but they were sun, like from the sweat and the sun, they turned gray. And automatically I thought about Gandalf the Grey, right? That's a type of sage magician type of energy. Okay. I was also getting from they clone Tyrone. Remember the so-called drunk that was in front of the bodega, in front of the convenience store? He was even actually able to give them clues. So I was figuring that the reason why the OG, the older brother, was able to give him clues because maybe he was like them. He had, maybe when he was younger, he had woken up to what was going on within his community and maybe attempted to get more information, attempted to, maybe change things, and the matrix sucked him back in. You know what I mean? Like, either you gonna play your role or we gonna deal with you. And maybe he was by himself. Maybe, oh wow, the power of three. So much is coming forward. We gotta wait for the, because it's getting heavy right now. Where's the for Soul Family? Let's call in the Soul Family, and Soul Family, come on in the room and come and get this channeling. I'm still doing. I was about to go in just now. What's going on, y'all? Hit the like button as y'all come in. I appreciate everybody who has been booking a reading, who has been keeping me busy, who has joined the Patreon. We are so grateful to each and every one of you who has supporting. I'm grateful. Um, $30 back to school special on personal reads. Take advantage of it right now while I have also the time and energy to be able to compensate and be able to give y'all personal reads. Um, what else I got going? The Patreon is up. I've been posting up regular on the Patreon. Um, Membership, y'all see the membership is going up too. So I think after I do this live, I'm gonna post it for members only. So if you're able to catch it now, cool. If not, then it's gonna go straight to members only. Okay, because you guys requested it, so you got to join the membership or join the Patreon. Okay, because I've been posting up more on the Patreon than the members button is something that's new. Okay, so we're gonna call in the protection from our ancestors, our guardian angels, of course, our beloved Most High. We are so grateful for all of the guidance and the lessons that we have been learned. The lessons are definitely blessings. This is what we are seeing at this time. Hit the like button, everybody, as you come on in. Hey, greet, yes, say hi, take your shoes off, um, as we go in. So I was starting out as more people coming into the room. Talking about Gandalf the Grey from Lord of the Rings. Now, I was telling you about the demeanor, and then I went into they clone Tyrone. Let's finish with that, brother. His demeanor. What's going on, Rondo? His demeanor, even though his clothes was tattered, it was in gray. What's up, baby girl? Long time no see. He still had a joyful era, like, hey, how you doing, da 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 da, speaking to people, how's your day going. He had a different air about him, and I was like, no matter what his situation is, he was still wise, he was still open. Like, he did not, like, even though he looked like what you would call a so-called bum, or maybe undomiciled, he was just like the regular old grandpa, in the neighborhood. And I said, wow, you see, no matter what you're going through, you have to keep that same, just like your so-called enemies have that same hate for you, you have to keep that same joy for life, that same love for life, that same lighthearted energy, that same knowing in that connection that there's a supreme being that is within you. Okay. And so, like I said, and when I seen him, it made me think about the older man from they cloned Tyrone, the so-called drunk that was sitting in front of the bodega. Like, he was like, hey, young blood, like, still speaking in the neighborhood and all of that. But that gives me the drunken master. Okay, boom, that's what was coming forward. Because, even in karate films, they had the drunk. I think it was Jet Li that played the drunken master, in his early career days, with the kung fu flicks. You know what I'm saying? And even though he's so-called drunk, like, don't get it twisted, he's a master magician, a master sage. And that was the same role that older man played in um um they clone Tyrone. That's why he was able to give them clues. He was speaking in parables. See, like, that type of wisdom that comes from it's very hidden. It's a cult, so you got to be aware to be able to catch that wisdom. Okay. Then I also got the channeling about the Titanic, going with the flow. Now, I've watched the Titanic, for the first time in years, right? Hey, Purple Star, what's going on? Um, and I watched the Titanic, and I remember it started coming back to me about that scene. Okay, beloved, about that scene when the boat was going down, and Jack and what was her name? Kate? I forgot her name. I know her real name is Kate Winslet. Um, when the boat was about to go down, and remember they had to go all over. They kept going all over the boat. You know what I'm saying? Like, when she had to get him. Oh wow, this is deep. Before we get to the pulling of the car, I'm gonna pull the cards. But hold on. When she had to get him out, remember he was locked in the bottom of the ship, and it was filling up with water, and he was handcuffed, right? And she had to go against the tide, against the water. She was going into the water, going into danger. Okay. And I feel like that's what's happening during this retrograde season, going into danger, going deep into yourself. And she had to free him, right? She freed him. And yeah, she was looking for help. Nobody would help her. But she wound up getting him out on her own accord. Then once they got out, then they was going all over the boat, looking, trying to get trying to find a way out. And but the boat was going down, so they had to hold on to the railing, right? But then when the boat started to angle a certain way, they noticed how people was falling. So that Jack was like, come on, get on the other side of the rail. So they had to go on the other side of the rail. So it's like going with the flow, like, okay, the boat is tipping up. All right, let's go up on this side now. So that gave me the channeling of, like, sometimes you're gonna have to go against the flow. You know what I mean? Going against the current, and then you're also gonna have to go with the current. It all depends on what's being called for, on what you're doing. Okay, what part of the journey you on? And today you could be going against the current, and then tomorrow you got to be going with the current. You gotta, go with the flow. You gotta bend like the trees, doing the wind. But then it made me think about, um, now this is deep. Now this is came forward. I said, wait a minute. Jack was her subconscious. Remember, depending on your energy makeup, right? If you are dominantly feminine or dominantly masculine, right? Your subconscious is going to take on the polar opposite. Because remember, if you watch to the end, they was like, well, there was never no record of no Jack on the ship. And she was like, no, Jack is real. Because that's her secret lover. That's why he was deemed like her lover. Go back and watch the Titanic. That was her masculine side. That was her aggressive side. That was her subconscious. That's why he kept telling her what to do. He was like, don't give up. Don't give up. Yo, that is so deep. That is so deep. Because she wanted freedom from, remember, it was like an arranged marriage she was about to go into because her mother wanted her to marry the rich man, right? But she wasn't digging him. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't digging his energy. And yeah, go back and watch the Titanic and see it from that perspective of that Jack was a figment of her psyche. Panic, Panic been breaking down movies about that. How there'll be a main character and then the supporting character would be 9 times out of 10 be a figment of that person's psyche. I'm trying to tell you. That's what I realized when I was like, wait a minute, Jack is her masculine energy. That's how she was able to survive. You know what I'm saying? That's when she spit. Remember, she was spit in Homeboy's face. He was trying to control. He hit her, slapped her, all kind of stuff. And that's why when he slapped her. Oh my God, it's coming forward. Remember when they found the jewel in so-called Jack's pocket, right? And he was like, yeah, and you're a whore, and he was calling her a whore and all this stuff. They locked him up. So her masculine energy that was able to protect herself got locked up. And then that's when he slapped her and she didn't hit him back. She didn't fight back. She didn't do nothing. She just took the slap because she was feeling like helpless, like, you know what I mean? But then when Jack was around her, she always had that zest, like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like when she wanted to go with Jack or when she wanted to go free him, that's when she spit in his face. Like she's gonna free her aggressive side. This it's so deep. I'm telling you, watch it from that perspective again. And then this is why Jack died, right? They was like, why they couldn't switch places and get Jack up there too so he won't die? The reason why he so-called died was because she integrated she was fully integrated at that time. That's why she was like, don't worry, I'm not gonna give up. That's why. And then she started screaming for the boat, and then she got back in the water, and she remembered the other guy had the whistle and pried the whistle from the dead man's mouth and was blowing it like, come back, because she was fully integrated at that time. She had fully integrated her masculine energy. Yo, these lessons are coming forward like crazy right now, y'all. Let me get this pick a card together. That just came through, yo. Oh my gosh, y'all. Wow. Okay, so we're gonna do 3 piles. I'm gonna show y'all. Y'all gonna pick from which pile you want. Let's see. That's deep. That's deep. Okay. There. It's 1 pile. Because I don't want y'all thinking I'm picking what I want, so I always shuffle on camera. Okay. Let's turn it over. Okay. Oh, this is going to be fun. All right. I'm going to say, okay, at the bottom of the deck, as we closing out Leo season, accountability. with this Venus in Leo retrograde. So that was another channeling too that came forward, about the astrological placements. Cause y'all know, Brother Panic is like my big bro, right? Like, so I know he always talk about like, oh, y'all waiting for Venus to return and da 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 before you do something. And that's just one thing where I'm like, I don't agree with. Like, astrology is just a timing. Like, it's just like a stopwatch. It's like, a clock, right? Like, there's a time, and there's a time when the sun is risen, there's a time when the sun sets, you know and I'm getting like, with all this astrological energy, yes, it's a timing to keep us locked in, right? To keep us locked into the matrix. Yes, we do have to transcend the astrology, but that's the benefit of knowing about these placements, is that's how you're going to be able to transcend especially, in regards to the moon. There's been a big debate about the moon, that the moon is a satellite. It's not really a celestial body. It's a type of satellite. There's some narratives that it came from the earth, right? That space in the Grand Canyon is actually um, what is now deemed the moon, that was blasted up into space. Different things like that. Like, it's a magnet. It traps souls here. It's what keeps. I did a big channeling on that. I might have to go back and share that in a community post about that channeling about the moon, and the episode of I think it's called The Chosen Light on Star Trek The Next Generation. That's coming through hard too. And how there was a celestial body that was a satellite that was keeping, that would trap souls, and it trapped Picard, the captain, on a planet, and he did a whole lifetime there. But he was like, by the time he was old, he remembered, like, wait a minute, I'm a captain on a ship. Like, this reality wasn't really my life. I'm really from somewhere else. And by the end, he said, I'm a traveler. Y'all, I'm gonna put that in if y'all didn't see that one. Mama, can you pass me a tissue box? I'm gonna have to repost that too, because this is what's coming forward, with these celestial bodies, and what, thank you, and what keeps us trapped. Okay, excuse me, y'all. All right, let's get started. Challenges, they just coming forward. What's going on, Stray? I emailed you and DM'd you too. Mm. Yes, a lot came out. If you missed the first 18 minutes, y'all. So that's what I was saying. Like, you gotta know how to transcend these placements. That's why we bring it up, because it's synchronistic. You know what I'm saying? Even if I just dealt with the tarot, look, the lion is there, the Leo is there. We're ending Leo season. Venus is in Leo in retrograde. Accountability. That's what's making us take accountability for our actions, for our desires, for our finances, for our values. What do we truly value? Have we been really upholding what we deem as valuable to us? Even traditions I'm getting. You know what I mean? Have we been expressing ourselves the way that we truly need to be expressing ourselves? You know? Because we being called on to have courage at this time, because the shift is now. Right? There's no more warning. They've been burning money all in different countries. In Africa, the bank had money. No worries, no worries. The bank, they found bags of money that they were burning. In Australia, they're about to do away with it. It's happening, y'all. It's happening. What are we going to do? Are we going to have the courage to stand up? Are we going to have the courage to speak truth? Are we going to have the courage to fight back? Are we going to be... Listen, let me pull some more. Go with it. Oh, wait, one is turned over. This is deep. We incarnated here for a reason at this time, not to be bystanders. Not to sit back and just let things be. Oh, what can little old me do? I don't know. I don't know what to do. All right. See what I'm saying? It's we cannot feed the matrix anymore. This is what's going on. Now, going into Virgo season, you know that Virgo, they are the kings and queens of anxiety. With this Mercury retrograde adding to the soup. Okay? You can't let your anxieties get the best of you, because actually, look, you are in a stance. You are in a safe place. That's what you have to always tell yourself, that you're safe, that you're protected, that you are loved, that, you know, you will always be guided, that you're strong enough. You might have to go with the flow a little bit. You may have to go against the tide a little bit in times. All right, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to put my different... I'm going to show y'all each pile. Y'all going to concentrate on which pile resonates with you. Okay? Okay, here we go. All right. So we got these three piles right here. Let me move them closer together so y'all can see it in one shot. All right, so we got the purple spray, spirit spray. We got the brown one. You could tell I've been using this, honey. And the hand sanitizer, okay? Okay, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. You know, zone in. See which one resonates with you. And then we will start. Yep, if you just joining, you just tapped in right on time. You can catch the beginning channelings on the playback, because those was deep. Those came forward real quick. All right. All right, y'all ready? Let's go. All right, we gonna start out with pile 1. Okay. Let's start out with pile 1. Oh wow. You got sing. Look at this. And your creative energy. Yep. The one that had the glitter is number 3. The first one is the purple spray. That's the first one. This is the second one. And this is the third. Okay. And the first one already you got sing. Okay. Along with hermetic create. So there's definitely some creative. Wow. You got the 1s and the 2s. What are the odds of that? You got the Ace of Pentacles with the 2 of Pentacles. Wow. Wow. Y'all. but I'm getting 21 energy. I'm getting, yeah, it came out like this with the two in front of the one. So we're going to keep it like that. So this right here, this setup is definitely self-explanatory. So even in the midst of transmuting this type of energy during Virgo season, something beautiful is going to come out of this. Really something beautiful and vibrant, something that you're going to create, some a passion project. I'm getting this is something that's new, something that you're beginning, but it's from the work that you're putting in. This the two of pentacles is the transmutation, right? Moving things, shake, um this is like getting rid of things, right? Starting new things. See, that's what they say. Oh, don't start nothing new, blah, 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 blah. But if you need to start something new, you're going to have to start something new. If you need to create something new, you need to create something new. So that's why I think the two came out before the one, okay? Because it's something that you've been using your experiences. Like, so this is could be a childhood gift or a talent, right? This could be cooking. Okay, so this could be, yeah, music composing and all of that. This could be cooking. Okay, this is a talent, pure talent that comes from you that you could create. Okay, that you could build off of. That's gonna bring in a level of prosperity. This is gonna bring in your harvest. Cause look, he's standing on top of one fish, balancing on top of one fish. The year the rabbit. This is so dope. Like, this is the blessings that's coming in, the abundance. And then look at all the different. And then y'all, this is you starting out with one project, maybe one gift, maybe one product, and then it expanded into multiple streams of income. I'm getting, like, once you start with that and you take a step towards that, I'm getting, you may not even have like a lot of tools, or or a lot of ingredients. This is like you starting out making salves, creams, any type of skincare, right? And you have two essential oils. You may just have two flavors. You may have two flavors, and you start out with that. You may, write a song and it's you singing with the acoustic. That's it. Yo, yeah, I'm telling you, this is what I'm getting. You could even be going out in nature and foraging. Um, I know people do that. They own sage. Like if they find their own sage, their own herbs, instead of buying it, when what did our ancestors do? They didn't go to the store to go get no herbs. They foraged it. They took what they needed from the earth. Hey, beloved, they took what they needed from the earth. This is what I'm getting. As long as you know how to identify, if you're able to identify them and know what it is and know that what you're providing. Let me take a drink of water. Yep. This could be you having rose quartz and clear quartz and making like jewelry. You know what I mean? Or you may have, like glass beads and then a gemstone and some clear quartz, and you just making necklaces and making things. You may not have even a pendant to put on there, but you just make keeping it simple. You know what I mean? And taking it from there. And people are gonna be like, "Oh, you did that." You're gonna have an audience. You're gonna be able to captivate people. People, you're gonna be bringing things to other people's attention. I'm getting. Let's read that scene. Let's read that. 113. Let's put these back on. Okay. The Omo or Olorin stands with her guitar covering her body. The wind is carrying musical notes to activate your throat chakra through the timelines. Oh, this is deep. Birds blend into the background as golden light pours from her throat. She reminds you that your ancestors delivered messages and coding into songs to free those kept under slavery, passing the ancient teachings down to those who were ripped away from their homelands. The songbird encourages you to embrace your sacred vocal cords and sing out from your heart into the space before you to call back your power. The Omo Olorin appears to you when you are resisting something within yourself and hiding your true power. Use your voice like the birds and speak your truth. I'm getting to maybe the reason why there could be some apprehensive energy, okay? There could be some apprehensive energy in you expressing this gift or something like that, because maybe you've had this gift since you were younger, and maybe you got clowned for it. You know what I mean? Or if you play like an instrument and like, oh, you a nerd. Like that shit's now the nerds is winning, right? Sorry. My allergies is kicking up. Now the nerds is winning. You know what I'm saying? Now those who have multiple talents is winning right now. You see what I'm saying? Straight up. You able to create something new for yourself, a new beginning, a new portal, using your own gifts and talents. Oh, and then also this is like freeing your ancestors. So let's say, oh, in the bloodline, let's say, like, I know I come from a family of singers and instrument players. And maybe they didn't, they didn't have no social media back then. They just sang together as a family in the house. You know what I'm saying? And do they little recordings and stuff, for memory's sake, or sang in a church. One of my uncles, he used to sing. I think he was a pastor, and he used to sing in the church in the choir. You see, but now you freeing. Oh wow, that's so beautiful. You're freeing your ancestors now, because now you could be on a world platform, and when you sing, you're singing for them, just like in the indigenous culture, native culture, in the powwow, with grand entry is so important, is because it's like you're trampling down on the earth for those that are under the earth, that are in the earth. You're dancing for them, for those that can't dance anymore. All right, that was wonderful. Let's do power two. Pile two is the brown bottle. Let's see what y'all got going on. Of course, you got the Wheel of Fortune, gratitude. That's been coming out heavy for this time here. You got highest self, equalizer. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Selling your hair oil. Wow. I know that's right. I'm, t- I'm telling you. As I said, it don't take much. Our ancestors didn't have much. And they were self-autonomous. Pile two, y'all. Let's see. What else you got? You got Ten of Wands. Eight of Cups. Okay, so this channel, the Ten of Wands, has been coming out a lot lately. So I've been getting like the Ten of Wands is like in each suit is like the lesson and the blessing of each suit, right? You know, we start with the ace, with the one, okay, right? The beginning. And then once you get to the 10, it's like, okay, what did you learn after going from 1 through 9? After going through the completion. Like the 10 is not the ending of the suit. It's not the end. It's the limbo period. It's the period of when you self-reflect, which is, it makes perfect sense. The Wheel of Fortune is also a 10, right? It's the 10th major arcana in the deck. So it's like, okay, the 1 and the 0. What did you learn in order to portal into now something new, into something different? And with the wand energy, oh, this is deep. This is like you've learned how to contain a volatile energy within you. Fire gives me that primordial energy, right? That untamed, because you can't control fire, right? And you can put it out with water, yes. You know, some fires you can't, right? You can't pour no water on no electrical fire. You know what I mean? It's what did you learn in this 10? And I feel like you learn how to deal with your responsibilities. You learn how to deal with your shadow work. You learn how to deal with your lower self. You learn how to deal with um, any challenges and adversities with the attitude of gratitude. You learn how to definitely deal with your higher self. And then, I don't know, yo, every time I see this card, that look like, you know what I'm saying, the second head, like to me. In all its glory. So it's perfect with the wand suit, right? You know, it's like that climax of a lot of friction, a lot of resistance. Maybe you were going through a period of a lot of resistance at one point in time, but yeah. I'm sorry, you know what I'm thinking about. Yeah. Oh, I'm getting a few things. I'm getting a few things. If you chose pile 2. If you are a feminine energy, boy, you got some volatile energy about you. Girl. Whoa. You be wearing them out. Wearing them out. Uh, if you a masculine energy, um, if you're a masculine energy, I'm seeing that you could possibly have 2 options. Okay. With two different types of feminine energies I'm getting. One is of a higher vibration, one is of a lower vibration. One may have long-term effects and one I'm getting does not. I'm definitely getting that. That one that lives a double life behind your back. I see that. This looks like a pen almost too. Okay. This looks like a pen. This looks like maybe you writing. Okay. Writing your journey. Writing what you learned during this season, because it's pivotal. Like these channelings that are coming forward, you know, that inner work that you've been doing, the accountability that you've been taking during Leo season, like Virgo season is going to be the details of it, like getting it down, journaling it, because we were in the midst of it. You know, it was action, fire, like, you know, you ain't got time to stop. I think with Mercury retrograde, you're going to maybe have time to take a minute, take a pause to be able to see. And that's what's going to create the shift. Also writing what, you know, what you're grateful for. I'm also getting like you're leaving, you could be leaving, you know, that past behind. Now you're going to be looking forward, going towards your higher self, like your highest possible vibration. This is even what I was channeling in the beginning too. This is also with the, like I said, with Jack, like this, your secret lover, right? Depending on if you're mostly feminine or mostly masculine. The sleeper has awakened. The sleeper has awakened. And that's how you're going to be able to manifest your highest and loftiest goals and desires. Which one y'all want to read? Gratitude or highest self? Let me see. 40. Okay. All right, let's read this. Gratitude. Okay. Our Ziki measures the variables of energy coming from you. This wheel resembles the teachings of the cosmograms and medicine wheel. Following the sun, we enter the wheel in the east and exit the wheel in the west. The north and the south represent our ascension and descension within the extremes of the wheel vortex. The oracle of rebirth rises on one side of the wheel as the oracle of chaos rides down the other, showing that not always will you want a situation to last and vice versa. But that is the cycle of life. Life is a constant change and luck. Relationships, finances, homes, and lifestyle. How you react to change is key. Right. And I think that you Leo season had you react in grace, or you will be acting in grace during Virgo season. Because the chaos, I feel like the chaos, it already, that cycle already commenced. So now you like, I can't push against it. So how am I going to rise from it here? When this card emerges, it reminds you that each event in your life could be a blessing. Maybe you just got through your dark night of the soul. And this card is your reassurance that the sun is shining. You're loved, guided, protected in all ways. What did I said that in the beginning? If y'all just coming in, make sure y'all go back and check the beginning of the video later on. If this is come to you a yes spread today, ask yourself, how do I react to change? Do I meet opportunities when presented with them, or do I make excuses to resist the change? Yep. When it's shown for you that you need to walk away, are you going to be able to walk away and go towards your higher self? Ooh, y'all. Even if, even if it feels good, yeah, it feels good. All right, pile 3, finally. Yes, the big glitter. All right, let's see what you got. Ooh, you got truth, aura, wizard, balance. Wow, so you balancing out your aura, huh? Nice. Ace of Cups with the Eight of Wands. All right. This is deep. I feel like pile 3, with you taking accountability for your own mental state, you're not allowing any external factors to get you in a state of despair or low vibrational thinking, into thoughts. You're taking accountability for your dark thoughts, and seeing how it manifests. Right, the wizard is like the magician. That's how you know. You like, I know I gotta have my mind balanced at all times, even in the midst of challenges. What is true? You know that you gotta keep your heart light as a feather. You gotta keep your heart light as a light heart. That's why they say light-hearted, you know, energy. And you can't be light-hearted when your mind is playing tricks on you. When you allow external stimuli to affect your emotional state. We know thoughts become things by way of your emotions. Balancing out your emotions here. Now this is giving me like an Ace of Wands energy because look how the spliff is actually lighting that vine. Yeah, because look, the Eight of Wands is on fire. So I'm getting this definitely. Oh, okay. So there's also an increase in your psychic ability and your gifts. That's what's happening right now. There's a big increase in your psychic ability and your gifts. And I'm getting like you're getting confirmations like instantaneously. Like, yeah, you right about that. That's dope because it's seeming like you have your energy is in order. Like you keep in a state of like homeostasis. Like that's your thing every day. You go to work, you know what I'm saying? Them triggers that try to get you out of pocket, want you to, you know what I'm saying, say something back or, you know, fight back, but you stand up for yourself, of course. But I'm getting like you say what you need to say and you keep it moving. You interact with people that, you know, may not vibe with you, whatever the case may be, or situations you could have been getting no's and that and but I'm getting there's a big yes. Big yes. Somebody could be eating a lot of seafood. Calm it down. But I'm getting like, you know what foods will affect your aura by this time. There could be a lot of, during Virgo season, like with this Mercury retrograde, there could be a lot of like fiery conversations going on. So, you know, you know how people love to say, oh, lovers come back and people come back. Um, but I'm getting there's a lot of correspondence about, could be love issues, yes. Definitely personal, interpersonal relationships that could bring about this healing. I feel like both parties will be, I know you for definitely a fact is definitely going to be truthful. You're going to be truthful with yourself. You're going to be direct, concise. I'm getting, like, I don't see any misunderstandings here. If there's any misunderstanding, it will be on the part of the other party, not you. Yeah. Like I said what I said, it was clear. You didn't understand it, you didn't get it. I'm sorry for you. I don't know what else to tell you. You know, this is what I'm willing to do. This is where I'm willing to compromise or whatever the case. But I feel like you're filling your own cup. Look, because that cup is full. A lot of self love. I'm getting a lot of movement too, also. Could be a lot of travel. Oh, this is like a heart chakra activation, opening up, you opening up your heart, ready to receive, you know, everything that is yours. I think you've called back your energy. You have successfully called back your energy. There's a lot of fire and water here with this combination. You putting a lot of energy into yourself. And so because now you ready and open to receive and you put a lot of energy into yourself and you filled your own cup, you know, that brought in a lot of balance. This is why now I think opportunities corresponding, people gonna be hitting you up. People gonna be hitting you up. Yep, and you know how you stay hydrated. You been drinking your water. hmm This is like finally achieving that perfect balance between work and play, or work and home life, or career and your business. Like you finally getting that balance. This is also a lot of communication I'm getting, like with your ancestors too. Your cup is definitely running over. Wow, let's read that wizard. Let's see what you whipping up. 79. Could have been born in 79. Let's see. Balance. In the wizard card, we see how a person has transformed after applying the lessons learned. The wizard in the card is standing on the pier, watching the waves. See, on the pier, that's a lot of water. Look at that. Okay, the wizard is standing on the pier watching the waves carry off the sand. He maintains a sense of balance, knowing that what is his will come to him and not pass him by. For real? Wow, that's crazy. And you chose pile three too, straight, didn't you? Mm-hmm. You on your wizard shit. Go ahead. Okay? The wizard stands with three joints lined up, representing moving into the next stages of a situation. And what did I say too about the power of three with the clothing Tyrone and the drunken master? Because he was by himself and he was giving the parables to the three of them. The wizard always shows up when it is time to travel. I said, didn't I say that? I said I was getting traveling. I was getting traveling. Could be it astro traveling and all that, but it could be physically traveling. Okay. While he stands with his back to us, we must uh, we must wait for him to turn around, symbolizing the patience of the joint. The momentum to turn the ground herbs into a wand signifies growth and a rite of passage delivered by the wizard. Plant spirit basil. That's a dope one too. That's a dope one too. Wow, y'all. That's deep. That's deep. Wow, this was fun. Yeah, a lot of personal truths coming out for y'all, Pile 3. A lot of personal truths. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing this more often. You know, we're gonna flip it up, change it up, bounce it up. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be doing some zodiac reads. Like I said, I want to thank everybody who has been supporting. I still have the $30 back to school special. Hey, Secret. I still have the back to school $30 reads special going on. I have slots available today as well. Um, so I'm grateful for y'all. Y'all been keeping the lights on and the roof over my head, literally. As you book in, I'm able to do what I need to do, and I'm grateful. That's all I can ask of my soul family, right? That's all I can ask for y'all. Hit the like button, share with your friends, share with those on your timeline. You know what I mean? Let them know that I got this special going on. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna be greatly appreciated with y'all. So with that, I'm gonna see y'all on the check-in. I'm gonna do some more vids and I'm gonna see y'all soon. Peace.